If I lose this ignite, I'm in big trouble. If I lose this, I'm fucked. So let's use curse, and there we are. Oh, I forgot. I'm supposed to be hitting him and bleeding him. Okay. What is he doing? I forgot. Okay. That was the hand, so I'm fine actually. The damage is not bad. I mean, it's not good, but it's better than I thought actually. I should be moving a bit. Okay. Let's try to bleed him again. So now he clearly is bleeding and... Oh, I don't see much. Oh, again? Come on. Again. And he's what? Okay. Not bad. He's almost dead. And now I'm fucked. So what to do here? I will go here. Nothing going on. So again, ignite. Right. Huh. I didn't even die. See, the build is so good. So good. Let me curse him again. Is he cursed? He's not. Please. Oh, I might die here.
Infinite pursuit.
Come on. And this lag. Oh, I can't pass, of course. Let me bleed him, please, sir. And the hand again. Not good. Not good. Ow. Ugh. Sir, again the hands? My god. I can't even see anything. Let me just dodge. I need to restart again. Can I? No, I need to run. Shit, buddy, let me do my ignite. Okay. Oh, the hands again. Can I stand? Please. Just hold on for a second. Okay. This is so crap. No sir, wait. I'm supposed to kill you. Hold on. Ow. And I'm gonna die here. Hey, what's up? Boy oh boy, did we get the worst patch in POE history. We surely did, but it has its upsides. And they are huge. We finally got Cyclone and we finally got Righteous Fire. And even better, they are somewhat combined into one ability. Look, this is clearly a Cyclone. Right? This is Cyclone. You can't say it isn't because this is Cyclone. I'm cycloning. It's obviously misspelled. Another bug in the game. Another thing that devs just failed to do right, you know. So we got finally a Cyclone skill, and then we got our Righteous Fire skill. Very nice. You can even combine them into one skill and just use one button and it moves exactly like Cyclone. Isn't this just the best build in the game right now? I mean, it's definitely the coolest build so far. And so the basic, very simple idea is that your Whirling Slash with your spear does whirling. It's a permanent kind of effect and it will move if you just attack again, and it will end only if you leave the area. And since your area is so huge, you have a lot of freedom of movement in some boss fights or some situation. For example, you just start your breach, you clear monsters, and whoop, you just pick everything on the ground and the monsters are still dying. That's the best part. So how this works is that you place your ignited ground with incinerate. When it reaches 8 stacks, it will place ignited ground, and then if you do your whirlwind over it, you will ignite it. And the ignite from the ground is sucked with your cyclone. Okay, let's not use any other names for it from now. Tornado is also fine name. Nobody should ever use whirlwind. We don't do that here. No. And it lasts until I am out of the area. I guess you could play this on any ascendancy. I'm playing. I am Smith of Kitava, so I'm tanky as fuck. I still feel kinda squishy very often. I'm not at max stress because I have to do some changes because, you know, I was playing the typical leap slam build and so I was using mace skills, leap slam, bomb shutter, even rolling slam and so on. All mace skills feel terrible. It fucking sucks. Warrior as ascendancy is very useless, very stupid, it just doesn't feel good. Finally, there's a build that can save my stupid useless warrior, and now I am the coolest build ever. I'm still a little bit slow because I'm useless warrior, but I didn't have to go through that terrible campaign again. So how do you scale all of this? Units, you want as high attack speed as possible, you want as much area of effect as possible, and you want as much ignite magnitude as possible. Okay, let's see this script, for example, with random waystone. It's a little bit quantitative with rarity. My outpost is looking like this. So I will run my whirlwind, and now I'm just gonna ignite it. This is start of every map, every area, ignite it, and I can run. Okay. So this map is really good for just, you know, running in a straight line like this. This is like this map has fastest corridors, or any maps like these with like. The crypt is one of the few I remember to be really easy to move in. There's no elevation, no trees, no stones in your way, just few pillars that can be, you know, easily avoided. So really, it's quite comfortable map. Compared to most maps, this one might be the best one, even if the, you know, content in it is quite limited. Oh, chaos! All right, I will take that. Well, I would say that it depends on the breach to be in a good position, but well, breach doesn't help anything anymore. So it doesn't even matter if you have breach in like corner of the map or whatever. Which feels very pointless compared to the previous patch. I mean, you know, the whole game is completely pointless compared to the previous patch, but hey, they added these new amazing builds and it's still not fixed. That means deleted by GG. I am 100% sure that they will delete this. Okay, I cannot see that anything. Where is the exile? This is him, right? Oh, don't jump from. What the fuck? Okay, so Beach is not in the worst position. It is manageable. There's essence. Can't get to it. There's some elevation maybe. Oh, let me get rid of these bombs and spawn page with my curse. Okay. I'm gonna clear all areas, I guess. I got one chaos. I have a chance for another, maybe. But hey, I got I think I got divine with first monster this day. Yeah, perfect. Look at that. Oh, immortality. How do I get to that? Altars were made easy to click. Sure. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I can click. I don't even have to look on the. Yeah. So do I have to kill the immortal monsters first? Well, you know, the people who made this game are completely insane, and that's very clear at this point. The game really took a big jump downhill, and you know, I guess I'm autistic enough to still enjoy it. You have to be autistic. You have to be literally brain damaged to play this shit. There's no other way. No person will play this. You have to be sick. So yeah, just a little bit of autism allows you to sort of enjoy POE. So I lost my ignite, so I'm just igniting my whirling again because I don't know. I was being too serious. I lost my focus on the game. Let me reignite again before doing the damage. So I'm prepared to ignite. Okay. Done. Right. And now my bigger ignite is on, and I'm going back to the beach. So it's really weird with these altars. If you got, shrines. If you get immortality shrine, you have to kill the monsters first. That's so weird. That's yeah. That seems too autistic even to me. That should not work like that. But what do I know? I know how to do fun games. I know nothing about the POE vision. This insanity is beyond my capabilities. Yeah, I'd say the bridge is pretty big. I can move with a couple of corridors, clean, kill a couple of Earths. Oh shit, they are dropping something. That's so weird. Already 2 results. That might be my best bridge yet. Holy shit, 2 results. Look at, what is this map? Why am I dropping loot all of a sudden? It was this is on hotfix 6 in patch 020F, I think. Wait, this is G still? I will put it in the description. But it's hotfix number 6. Look at that. Since the hotfix I found 3 divines, and before that I found 1 in like 200 hours. Well, they did something. Those sneaky devs, they did something. Okay, so the map is done. Alright, so next showcase should be boss. What's the decay then? Decay with it's not delirium, but I don't wanna delay with penetration. What's tornado? Ignite. Okay, ready to start. I'm gonna do this box. There's a big fella. Let me do some curse or something. Oh, he's up. Ooh, look at that. Perfect. Chaos bombs. My ignite is gone. Good. Back at it again. Chaos badge. This is not very safe. I have 70 chaos resist, but it's not that great. Where's the last monster? Oh, here. And here? Oh, not worth my time, I guess. I don't know. There's a couple of rare monsters. Actually, there's a lot of them. Huh. Might actually be good map. I wonder if the more modifiers on rare monsters does some difference in profit. Maybe in fun. It looks better. I can say at first glance it looks significantly better. This first map that I do with additional modifiers. And also I have these pillars. They are the rarity. Maybe that's some significance. I think it is. Need mana. I don't need mana. I don't need any mana. So one breach. If I get a second breach, I could make serious money this map. Where am I at? 7 exalt already. Huh. So the boss. This is teleporting boss that may cause some serious issues for this build. But I know what to expect, so I should be able to somehow manage. We will see. Might not be such a problem if he teleports me out of my tornado, but I can't. Okay. And some random mob drops me out coming. Am I fucked here? I'm not, okay. Oof. Fine. We can do this. A little bit of lag right away, not good. I would like that stone again, the pillar, okay. A little bit buff, but Rage is not dropping loot anymore. So. Only the hands actually, the hands are not bad. They drop exalts quite often. I think it's actually more loot from these hands than monsters. But anyway, if the guys have additional mods, it should help, but depends how much they really nerf it. They don't normally drop me anything. Yeah. And hold on. I went the wrong way. Let me put this. Where do I go here? Okay, there should be one. No? Running out of time. Yeah. Nothing significant, huh? Build is really fun. Like, compared to the previous Lip Slam Will Smith I was doing. It is so much more fun and so much... It is more comfortable, even with all the little weird problems the build has. I think it's so much better build than any other maze skills. Maze skills were done by crazy people. They're unplayable. Quite a lot of damage from I don't know what. There are 2 rares at the same place. I am not a fan of that. Let me look at that. Oh, this seems dangerous with the lag I'm having. It is very dangerous actually. Let me use press and I'm dying. 1, 2, okay. Not that bad. I died only 2 times almost. Completely fine. Damn. I need bigger ignite, so I can reset with some space here. 8 ignite done. So another boss. This is the bad boss decay. This one uses teleport. It can very easily turn off your ignite. So you have to play extra careful. This is penetration map. I don't know. This one deals fire damage. This one deals physical damage, I believe. So he should not one-shot me, but he can. I don't know. With so there was one teleport. Luckily, I stayed in my tornado. Let me try to use my curse again. Okay, his curse. And chilling. Okay, so he teleported me just once, and yeah, okay, that was really easy go. But there were no mods, only the pen. It should not be issue with this boss. Curse and my shop, and then I'm not bleeding, so I don't even have to do anything. I just ran around, I guess. Looking at him. I have cunning stack on my skills. I believe it's my resonating shield, I guess. So yeah, he should die from cunning stack. Yep. He has some weird damage reduction, and basically I do like less than quarter of damage to him. That was the case with my lead slam.
No mana.
Literally, it felt like he has some 70% damage reduction. Luckily, this seems to be working pretty well. Done. Alright, let me quickly grab the most important item swaps. Huge damage here, interesting item here, and that should be all okay. So, for a weapon, you want high attack speed, spear, that's all, just high attack speed. You might need some dexterity here. I have my gear from my old character that was stacking strength, so I have strength here, strength here, strength here. Even here it's pointless, useless for me now. You really just need 5 exalts, 10 exalts weapon with the highest attack speed possible. For shield you just want defense. I mean, defense is for helmet, gloves, boots, or just defense, whatever, evasion, energy shield or armor, and life resistance. That's for, you know, gloves, boots, helmet, even body. My body is normal, and these special mods, because I am Smith of Kitava, you know, I have my own passives for body armor, so that's that. That's why I'm using this unique belt, just because of my ascendancy. I am getting all maximum resistances, and I'm not even getting full bonuses out of that. This is just fine to do any maps. I don't die that often. Then damage. Your damage comes from these rings. They make your ignite to be chaos. For amulet, you want as much attributes as possible, and again, maybe whatever defense you can get. So really, the gear doesn't matter. This gear doesn't matter. Important thing is the other weapon slot. You want as much damage as possible. That means as much levels of all fire skill gems. My incinerate is 28, but you know, consider this swap 32. So each time when you are doing incinerate, at the beginning of each map, you want to scale this number as much as possible. This number is what you care about. And when you ignite your tornado, you don't need to care about it anymore. This damage is snapshot from the moment you place your ignite in your account, and then you can swap your items again to whatever else. So for that ignite, we scale spell damage, fire damage. You need gain extra as fire. This is very important mod, but plus 5 levels is must have. This shield is also providing the biggest buff to levels. You need to scale level of incinerate. That's the most important thing for the ignite damage. This rune adds a lot also. You can use staff instead of this combo. Staff with similar mods as this, with Sigil of Power. So you can buff yourself with Sigil of Power I think it adds maybe 50% more damage, I am not sure, and then you do your ignite. Fire Flower. This goes to plus 6 levels, I believe. I'm starting at 14k. I will swap this. Now I'm at 22, that's almost double. Then there are even gloves with huge damage. I don't use this, but you can. I will swap the gloves in. I'm at 30k. One thing, if it's already on fire, you cannot use another ignite to buff it. You have to reset it. Close it. Fire it again. Right. Like that. Keep in mind that if you are in map with ground effects, when you use your tornado, it will just eat that ground effect and you cannot ignite it anymore. So you need to find a free space where nothing's on the ground, use your ignite and then ignite it. If there's something else already, you cannot use your ignite. Now, interesting part, accuracy stacking. Why do we care? Because of attack speed. This point here, I'm attacking 3 times per second. You can do 6 times per second, even maybe 8 times, 10 times, I'm not sure. There's a lot of ways how you can really buff the accuracy. I think this shield doubles it, right? Then you have some gems, 50% more accuracy. So there's some interesting options using the shield. So you would just go with the cluster for accuracy. There's accuracy here, and there's some accuracy with the spears. Then there's banners that will linger. So when you can boost your accuracy with a banner, so then it will add quite a lot of attack speed, right? 30% increase accuracy, I think, and you can scale these by, oh my god, 5 times. So the banner normally adds 150% accuracy, so that's quite a lot. One more interesting item, this spears doubles your damage. It will cause always bleeding and it will cause always aggravated. Always aggravated ignite means double damage. It's a little bit slower, but if you go in a boss and use this spear instead of your mapping spear, you are doubling your damage. So huge buffs available from item swaps. This amulets doubles my damage. These spears doubles my damage. These gloves almost doubles my damage. These shields doubles or quadruples or even more my attack speed, movement speed. You care about attack speed because that's your movement speed, right? So your main skill, tornado, excuse me, cyclone, obviously, cyclone, say it with me, okay. Cyclone is enough to use 3 gem slots. 6 sling is for if you want to try some weird shit with it. So Thought of Life is really good, that's quite a nice regen. You can even use something like this, Behead, to have a little headhunter. And now if I use Whirling Strike in here, I am simulating a small headhunter. I'm always using Whirling Strike in my attack and I'm getting rare mods. It wasn't very effective for me. So the main gems, more attack speed, more area, you don't need anything else. I use life regen and then there's a little bit of knockback. Other options, this might do something, but it just do 40% attack damage. If you have gigantic spear, maybe this does something, I don't know. Even it might look cool, so you might try it for fun. There's ignite spreading, this probably doesn't work, but if it does, holy shit, you don't really care about it. Your area is huge. I'm not sure if you would ever have a desire for this. There's accuracy that's must have if you are using the stacking technique for attack speed, and then incinerate. You want as much damage as possible. Damage, and damage. You can see the scaling here. Estimated ignite damage per second. This is your number. The must have is this one is 35, then this one is 40, and then I have 30% more damage and 30% from consecutive. Other option here is maybe 35% more damage here, but you have to use, well, Horn of Rage. So it's pretty easy. My normal level is 19 and I'm using plus 5 with the swap. It's plus 13. It's not a lot, but it's enough for any content in the game basically. So let's go over it. Plus 5 here. Plus 3 here, this was kinda cheap still. Plus 4 here, this wasn't very expensive. Then, let's go to our skill tree. I have just this one small jewel. Plus 1. This was cheap. Plus 2 levels is going for around 6 to 8 divines now. And if you want plus 3, I guess it's around 30 divines. I'm not sure. Then this is just a troll skill. I'm using Flame Blast for funsies or for emergency situations where my tornado somehow falls and I need to clear my area, so I'm using Flame Blast with some damage skills that it's just whatever. I'm using Resonating Shield because it's supposedly blocks all hits. So if I'm doing boss with my tornado, I have free time to do whatever. So I'm just bashing my shields to make fun of the boss, right? And this supposedly, while I'm holding my shield like this, I'm supposed to block all hits. Maybe. It doesn't really work. I don't know. And I'm using Culling and I'm using a little bit buff to armor threshold, and I just, it doesn't really matter. This is also, don't have to use Flame Blast, don't have to use Resonating Shields. What's important here is your Curse Despair, because your Ignite is Chaos Ignite. I'm using more magnitude, more duration, more speed. Then Withering Presence, a very important thing. Wither applies 50% more damage taken buff, so this is really important. I use a little bit of recovery and a little bit more spell damage here. It does make a small difference to use this, but you don't need these supports here. What's also buffing my damage quite a lot, I use this gorilla with Shock Aura, Haste Aura. I will not really explain these companions. These are the must-have. These are the most important modifiers. Haste Aura, all damage shocks. This gorilla adds me 10% movement speed and it's always shocks. It's great for boss because I can make it immortal for a while, use high magnitude of shock and then make the shock last forever. And then I also use Voltaic Mark to increase that shock. More cast and more duration. I'm not sure if this affects the mark at all. Then blink I'm not using. So basically you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 skills. And you can fill out the rest with whatever you want, whatever you have your spirit for. There's 1 giga technique for buffing the ignite. Another biggest damage you can get is this buff. If you have a wand with skeletons or use whatever other minions, right? Use Soul Offering just before using your ignited ground, then it will have at least 65 increased spell damage, or about, I think you can really buff this to about 100% increased spell damage, so it might be a really significant difference. You might experiment with something like cast on ignite, because you are constantly igniting everything around you, so something like Detonate Death might really be really fucking cool. Or you can somehow cast Enfeeble on Ignite, or just your Despair on Ignite. Now for the skill tree, I'm fully utilizing weapon sets. It's really important to do in this build. So right now the green is weapon set 2 with for my spear. I'm just using all area of effect nodes that I can get. So we have this cluster here, 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 and here, and then also I'm using unique jewel to get these 2 points here, area of effect and ignite magnitude. This is best ignite magnitude on the tree, so that's why this jewel from nothing diamond is really fucking important to have to get these 2 points, or even 2 points more for area of effect. Then for our spear we have as much attack speed as possible, so attack speed here, attack speed here, and attack speed here. Then some typical warrior stuff. I'm having a little bit more life here, a little bit armor and stun thresholds. Very important stuff, your main damage increase, ignite magnitude here, very important. And this is just for my ascendancy to keep my resistances high. I'm also, converting evasion to armor. Then we have some movement speed here and some element threshold here. And then on this section, this is your main damage buff. This is again magnitude, and this is faster damage, which means 12% more DPS, right? Yeah, I believe that's everything from this weapon set, and let's go to our ignite weapon set. So for this weapon set, it's the red one. I am getting the fire damage and ignite damage. Then we have elemental damage here and fire damage here. I'm getting some attributes with regeneration and damage, and then buffing my regen here. This point is really nice for me because of my ascendancy. Otherwise it might feel a little bit pointless to do this, but still necessary if you want to travel from downside to the upside. And here you can see that there's some weird stuff going on with this. So the issue here is that I really need attributes. So otherwise I could just grab spell damage nodes here. These points are good going to the beginning of the witch. Then also you have some spell damage here, even some area effect here, but really I had to move this way and take basically these 3 attributes points to have more intelligence, because when I do swap I am barely about all thresholds that I need. And up here we are grabbing some nice fire damage. Those points look nice, but I believe they don't work. They shouldn't work. One unique jewel. You have to buff incinerate levels as much as possible, so this will get expensive. Otherwise the build is quite cheap. Quite cheap. Then buff your ignite, buff your element speed. Most important stuff is magnitude of ignite, and damaging elements deal damage faster. Then good thing might be area of effects. You can also have both magnitude of ignite and then magnitude of elements. So another unique jewel from nothing, as I said. Pain attunement area, very important. Another unique jewel is Megalomaniac. I really need Wither Away. Other interesting stuff. This is a great point, but it's cheap to allocate, so that's why I'm allocating this one. But for example, you have Fire Flower and you can use any anointment, right? So I would anoint this one. That's 30% increase elemental damage. and I don't think I can buff my spell damage any higher. Wither Array is probably the most important thing to get, so instead of 50% more damage you will get 60% more damage, and it just feels nice to get that first stack when an enemy goes close to you. Other than that, maybe the similar or even more damage would be this one. This is huge for the damage. These megalomaniacs are not cheap, they go for maybe at least like 5 or 6 divines. Two huge disadvantages: if you lose your ignite from your tornado and you need to reset, but there's ignited gaunt or any other gaunt effect already on the map, you cannot use your ignite. You have to find empty space and place your ignite there. Big issue. Second issue, elevation. Maps that use elevations are big, huge problems, and it's not even about the hills. If there's a small, little, tiny step, the monster is above you, you cannot deal damage to that. One last detail about the build, and if you want for people to know that you are a professional, you have to have "cam" in your names. That's like half of the build basically. The rings are cheap, you can buy the ring for 10 exalts. Let's count maybe divine for wand, divine for shield, divine for amulet. That's 3 divines. You won't have some good defense on your 4 slots. Let's say 4 divines, 1 divine per each item. Belt might be, a good belt might be more expensive, good amulet will be more expensive. Let's count 2 divines amulets, 2 divines belt. So we have 8 divines, 9, 10, 11. And then you want good jewels. If you want better, let's count 5 divines, we are at 16. This one is also 5 divines, we are at 21 divines with this is like 5 exalts or 5 kills. This can go from 10 exalts into 1 divine. The upper threshold, the upper price range is 22 divines for the best suitable items, and you can start this build with 3 divines. You would pay divine for best wand possible, best shield possible, or combine that cost into one big staff with sigil of power. Third divine will be for this, and 3 divines is all you need to start this. If we count 6 link for incinerate with 3 more divines, we are at total price of 25 divines. I think that's still pretty cheap, but they should really nerf the Cyclone. This Cyclone is crazy, my man. The Cyclone goes brrrr. Thank you for watching, and I'll see ya in next season probably, because this season sucks huge dick. Holy shit, little update, I lied. Since I started recording this video and I ended, the price is tripled. Don't do this build, it's not available anymore. Don't do it, you are too late. See ya, bye.